Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Joyce. For those who are new here, thank you for clicking on my channel. Thank you for even deciding to watch this video. And guys, I'll never get tired of telling you thank you. Today, as you can read from the title, today I just want to have a story time and I want to explain to you guys the reason why I did a poem named The Scars of Post-Election. Yes, I've had so many people inboxing me, asking me like if I was kind of telling the truth story, and I thought it's good if I just come out and explain to you guys the reason why I made that poem, or yes, the piece of work. And I'm here with my brother, and to start with, I just want to tell you guys that as I told you in my video, like the first video of Get to Know Me, I told you I came from Nakuru, and as you all know, Nakuru is in Rift Valley, and Rift Valley is one place that was really affected by post-election. So I think we are going to share with you just a brief story of how we were affected as us, not like others, as how we were affected. Yes, and we don't have even a flow. I think we just say what comes in our mind, because it's just a random video that we have just thought of doing, because I'm today here with my brother and I want to make use of his presence here. So where are we going to start? I think you can just say like, how do you think, like, as a family, like we were affected, like as our family?
To start with, I can remember that us relocating now from the place from where we were living, and us being transported. The transportation itself, we were transported by a matatu, and the only thing we could save, like I can remember my brother's document, who was in, I think in
advance.
My brother, who was in high school by then, in high school, and we only had some githeri. My mom had cooked some githeri. We were the us in the family, me, my sister, and you and my brother and dad and mom, and 2 policemen, and plus the driver. And these people were sent by my uncle.
It was an uncle. Yeah. Yes, guys. By then I remember. Yeah. By then we were still in our place. In our place, yeah. It was kind of like it's on a in Ushago. Let's just say like it was Ushago, and it was very interior. So it was hard for us to even look for means of transport. Yeah. And so my uncle, who was not living at that place, he was at Molo. Is it Molo or Mosamit?
Mosamit.
He was in Mosamit. He looked for a vehicle. He hired a vehicle, and which was sent to us together with 2 policemen, so that they can come and pick us. Yeah. And guys, as you have heard from my brother, we didn't save anything. Yes, we didn't save. We just took our. Did we even had clothes? Like we carried.
We never carried clothes. I can remember we were living in the police station.
Yes, we were living in the police station by then.
When we had
that
Uncle has sent a car.
Yeah.
So then I remember I had only one sweater that I had borrowed a friend of mine, who the family had saved the clothes on me. So he helped me with the sweater. So, and we were so happy.
Yes, we were so happy. Like we didn't even care that what we are leaving behind. That the fact that we have like our uncle decided to save us, and by the uncle salute, like salute up to date. We still salute you. Because at that time I think we were kind of stranded. We didn't know what to do. And guys, if you have ever been that point where you just look your parents and then you expect them to say something and they just say nothing, that's what we were feeling us as a kids. And our uncle came to our rescue. He sent the policemen and together with the vehicle, and we didn't save anything. Yeah. Us, I don't remember even carrying my clothes or anything.
I mean, we didn't have anything back then.
We just entered in the vehicle.
And
with our food.
Yeah, not just food, githeri. It was quite githeri. It never had beans.
Yes.
And this it was government donated food from government. Government had come with some maize and they were giving people a portion. So our mom decided to cook githeri that we were carrying in a sufuria.
And the reason why she didn't even put beans, of course we had beans at our home, like at place, but we cooked the food at the place that we had gathered. Not really a camp by then.
It's a police station.
It's a police station,
and you know the kind of police station we have around.
And it's funny, you know, guys, like people were just cooking. Like unaona msee wameasha moto hapo, and they're just cooking there, and there is no laughing. Like it was just like normal, and the tension around, you could not feel even like it was something funny. And that githeri by then, like the white githeri. For those who know, githeri is maize, boiled maize.
Yeah.
The dried boiled maize, and it was like, I don't know, cake or a pizza.
Wow.
Like gold.
Those were, it was totally a cake. I can remember the feeling, because at that place we were only filled with tension, because people who are going to fight were being brought back with injuries. And we were, by then I remember we were waiting for my brother who had gone to, I think they went to fight. So we were waiting for him to come back so that we can travel. And we were so happy to see him alive.
To see him back, because some people were going.
Yeah, people are coming.
I remember there was not really a neighbor, but a person that we knew. He went, and he was a high school. By then, if you are in high school, not only high school, if you are in class 7, class 8, and you are a male, you are supposed to go to fight.
Yeah.
Like regardless or whether maybe your parents don't want or what, you had to go fight.
Yeah.
Because who is going to fight for your family? You had to go to fight, because even from the other side, the people who are fighting us were mainly was that age, like from 15 and upwards. So we could not just stay there with our boys, try to keep them safe, and maybe leave our man or rather our husband to go to fight for us, because they were few. And mind you, we didn't have even like
prepared with the armed.
We were not armed
at all. I remember we were using the homemade the pangas.
Yes, we're using the panga. And some, I don't know how they call them, like they could take a stick, I don't know,
sharpen it both sides.
Sharpen it both sides. You take a stick and sharpen it both sides, and then you take a, how do they call it, like a water can, mtungi, for those who know mtungi.
Yeah, and those kimbo the kasukus.
The kasukus. What the kasuku used?
Yeah, we were using them to use them as a shield.
Oh yes! Oh my god! Because you know, when you go to fight, you're fighting with people who are using arrows.
Yeah.
And the first time I saw an arrow, it was from someone's body.
Yeah.
It was from someone's body. Akijaribu kutolewa. So after ametolewa ndo nikaona like, wow, this is an arrow. That was my first time I saw it. And it was painful. Like seeing people who are fighting you are the people, like your neighbors, like the people you know. At first we didn't even, it wasn't like it was serious.
I can remember an incident where my brother and his colleagues decided to go and save some of the documents from the classmates that they were
at their place.
At their place. Then they met with the people who they knew, but they were the other side, and they thought they would not fight. Those guys started throwing arrows, and one guy was injured. My brother had to run. And
actually, the funniest bit is that those people who are fighting them, when they went to take their documents, was their classmate.
It was so painful.
It was classmate. And when they saw, because they thought like, these among these people, our classmate is there, so we don't have to fight. Like we don't have to be afraid, because our classmate anatujua, so hakuna venye ata.
In fact, they were telling them, bro, we have just come to take the document.
Yes.
Just allow us.
Just allow us to take our document.
Hey, they didn't even want to understand the national language, Kiswahili. They wanted talking with their mother tongue.
You could talk to these people with their language, like with Kiswahili. Even calling them their names. Like, you know what? A, B, C.
Yeah.
Let me just take my document.
It was a funny thing. And it's good to people to note that we are being carried by policemen, because even the road to the town, it was not accessible.
Yes. The road was blocked in so many places.
Yeah.
And by then that was the case. Actually, my father maybe could have afforded a vehicle to get us from that place, but it was not only about affording.
It was even about the security.
It was also about the security and trusting people.
Yeah.
Because at the place where you are living, like my father knew, let me say, like, my father used not to live with us by then. He was used to work from a distance.
Yeah.
And by then, alikuwa amekuja home. So the many people that alikuwa najua are the people from our immediate neighbors and maybe policemen who are just around.
Yeah.
And by then, policemen who were around, they were so occupied. Like,
engaged.
They were so engaged. They could not help you in any way.
Yeah.
So we had to look for policemen from other places.
Yeah.
And you know, if you want to look for a policeman from other places, and it's hard. So our uncle had to come in and say, hey, my guys, after you are saved.
Wow. We went to Total. I can remember my brother when we just arrived at Mosamit.
It was Summit.
They decided to go to Total to go and relax.
Yes.
Oh, guys, to their surprise, that was the day. Now the community was starting to fight the town.
Yes, guys. Let me tell you what happened. After you were saved from our place, we used to live at a place called Londiani. So after you were saved from Londiani, we were taken to Mosamit. For those who know Mosamit, it's still in it's in Molo or still in Nakuru County. Yeah. So we were taken to Mosamit. That's where at our uncle's place. So when our grandma's place.
In fact, the whole family was there.
The whole family, because it was on a December. It was on a December. It was a holiday.
It was a holiday. So
and the whole family has gathered. Yeah. Our aunts, our uncles, our cousins. So after we went there at our grandma's place. For us, because we had seen fight like with eyes. We thought now
it's time to relax.
It's time to relax.
The big boys decided to go.
The big boys decided to go. Hey, and I don't know what they went to do in a place called Total. Let's just walk around majestically because they are free. They don't have to fight. They don't have to fear some arrows coming from nowhere.
Hey.
So they went to a place called Total. For those who know Total.
Wow.
Hey.
All of a sudden, the town was surrounded.
What?
By thousands. I think those people were being transported.
I even don't know. Sometimes I just think of the incidents and I feel like they were even manufactured. Like there were so many. Like, do you know that place? Like in Mosamit, I didn't expect that there would be a fight. Because there are so many Kikuks. Like there are so many Kikuyus.
And they decided to start they're not even starting from the village, from the town.
From the town.
I think Utoto is the town to Mosamit, the main town. It's the main town. So they decided to work with our CBD.
The CBD of Mosamit. The fight started now in Mosamit.
The same day we arrived.
The same day we arrived. And the whole town was on fire. And guess who was there? My brothers was there.
Oh my God, the cousins.
Our cousins, like our male, those we think like they can save us as female we are at home.
All of them were at town.
They were in town. And the town is on fire.
There was a lot of commotion. Where are the babies? Where are the guys? And we are just seeing fire coming all over.
Yes, and I remember
they burned the petrol station.
They burned the petrol station. And the fire. Like, from a place that you are living at my grandma's place. Like, you just see fire. And then the thought of thinking like our brothers and our cousins, our uncles are there. Oh my God.
I have never seen such a fire.
We started mourning even before we actually knew that they are dead.
Wow. And it was in the evening. I can remember.
It was in the evening, so you could see fire like.
When they finished the town, is when now they came out to the village. Before we could now know where our brothers went to, they started now coming to the village. Our neighbors now, my grandma's neighbors, the house started burning. It was high.
But then I remember these incidents. I think it was the following day. We were with my cousin. Like she's a bigger cousin of mine. By then I was still kind of young because I was immediately after class 8. And my cousin alikuwa ameshaolewa and she had a kid. Alikuwa na mtoi. And then tukasikia we had shout from behind. And we saw people coming like running. Like people we knew. Akina madhe then what they were telling us. Ndo hawa wanakuja like kimbieni. Like, do you know what my cousin did? Guys, guess what my cousin did? My cousin alieka mtoto chini. Like alimfungua, alikuwa amebeba mgongo, alimfungua, akamweka chini. Akamwacha, akabeba bebisho zake, akapotea. After we ran, after tumeenda kabisa like tulikuwa tunaenda tu tukipiga nduru. Like I remember it's the policeman.
Yeah.
It's the policeman who came, and by good luck, our baby boy was not killed by those people. He was saved by the policeman. They came, walikuja na huyo mtoi, and then they wakaulizia like, hey, hapa kuna mtoi ni wanani. And my cousin was there crying, saying, oh, my baby. But at this moment, I understand her.
Yeah.
Because if she decided not to maybe let go of the kid, maybe they could have been killed, both of them.
And there were a lot of locomotion that even people are dying as they run.
Yes, people are dying. Like you could step, so if you've just fall down, you just
imagine
step,
you have a baby now.
You just step on.
You're carrying a baby and you are running. If people who don't have any luggages are being killed by their pharaohs running. Then the next day in the morning, our uncle is from Nairobi now.
Maybe our uncle from
started calling and now and inquiring what's happening in town. They were told no, there are chaos in Nakuru town. Nakuru is not accessible. All roadblocks all over.
Roadblocks.
So
they could not come.
We now need to relocate the whole family. Now we're talking
the whole family.
The whole lineage now.
No, the whole lineage, like the whole family that we had come at our grandma place. Yeah. Like the whole family need to relocate from Mau Summit.
Yeah, the uncles,
the cousins, the sisters, like the extended families, and there is no way to count. There is no means. Yeah. Like there is means, they have vehicles, but roads are blocked, and if you have to go with actually when policemen they didn't want.
No, the policemen were not going.
They were not going, and actually if you had to take a policeman, like you had to pay like so much for them to accept to leave what they are doing and go with you.
And even the villagers who are being left behind were not agreeing to that.
Yes, and the villagers, they were not agreeing to that because they were feeling like these policemen are kind of working for the rich. Yeah. Let me tell you, like they are working for the rich. Why do they want to go and escort them and then leave us here unsecured? Oh my God, it was very hard. I really wouldn't want for our country to go back to that point.
Our country should not go to that point.
And honestly, guys, up to date, let me just be honest with you. Up to date, mimi hata nikeza sikia like someone is giving me a land like in that place.
No, I don't want land in that place.
Yes, I can take the land, but siwezi ka. I take the land and then watu wengine walime na huko, but mimi what I saw with my eyes, like people being killed.
Yeah. People being ruthless. People who you know. I
remember I saw someone. I didn't know him, like I didn't know him. I just had like alikuwa so and so but mimi sikujua. He was cut, like amekatwa kichwa. Oh my goodness. Haijatokana yote but it's almost. Then oh my goodness. Some pictures that we saw. Oh my God. Yes, baby. After we came to Nakuru, now my goodness. Yani, after we came from Londiani, you went to Mau Summit. Mau Summit, the fight started in Mau Summit. After we came from Mau Summit to Nakuru, we found now the toughest
place. They were killing people live. They were killing them in public. They were taking you into the roads and then killing.
And they just slaughter you. Sometimes I just wonder where humanity usually go. And guys, all in the name of like post-election, like I wanted this leader and you wanted this leader, and so you are my enemy to an extent that I just want you to be like no more. I just want you to be dead. Sometimes I fail to understand like what goes in people's mind, because people fail to think about the repercussion. Because I remember after we came from Nakuru, we went straight to Naivasha to my uncle, and after staying to Naivasha, we went to a camp now. Yeah. And I kind of felt safer at a camp, or I kind of felt like happy seeing like we are so many of us. We are so many of us like suffering the same thing.
We provided this. All of us didn't have clothes.
We don't have clothes. We don't have food. Do you know, guys? Like we didn't have even a clothes to change. You do know, like you are as a parent, you are carrying all your kids.
We don't say anything. Like,
you don't know what they are going to eat. You don't know what they are going to wear. You don't know where they are going to sleep. And just a few days, you had your vehicle.
I don't even thought of being a parent at that time.
I'm just thinking, I'm just putting myself in my dad's shoe. Wow. Like he had his vehicles, he had his house, he had his business, and everything is turned
The only
to.
the problem he was having is thinking of school fees.
And at that time, like we were all schooling.
We were
Oh
all
my
schooling.
goodness! I had finished class 8,
Yeah.
and my older sister was in her form 4, and my brother in form 4.
Yeah.
And you are in primary school. And all of us, we have to school. And here we don't have food, we don't have shelter, we don't have clothes, and we need school fees on top of all those.
Not even having a shelter. When you have shelter, is not peaceful. You're not having the peace itself.
Hey, so guys, that's the story. After we went to camp, I think we should share this story
Yeah.
another day, where we have time, and then tell a story like kutoka mwanzo mpaka mwisho. But there were these incidents that made me feel like I felt so painful, because I remember after we went in camp, like us as a family, we had our own problems, like so many problems, just like any other people who are living in camp. And then on top of that, I had like there are babies or other kids when they came at that camp. Unajua mkienda kuokolewa place, mtu alikuwa anapanda tu gari, like unapanda, ukiona kuna gari inakuja kuokoa watu, unapanda tu gari like kwenye inaenda tu, as long as inakutoka kwa vita unapanda tu. So there was these babies or other kids who are like watoto wa primary school, wanapanda tu gari. They don't have their parents. They don't have their guidance.
They don't have even phones.
They don't have even phones.
The only thing they can remember is about their mothers, their parents' names.
The parents' names, imagine.
Wow.
And their parents, they don't have phone.
Yeah,
and they even don't know that if their parents are dead or alive.
Like I remember one of the guy who was telling me, I just saw a police car coming to a village. I just decided to get in. And my father and my father had gone to fight. So I don't know whether he came back, because by then people who were going to fight were not coming back. And they cannot remember anything else. And he's telling you it was a thing from Kericho or something. And now you're in Nakuru. Or Naivasha.
But then remember after we went in camp, there was this boy, a small boy that you were living with. Yes, guys, there was this small boy. He was from Eldoret. Was it Eldoret? Yes, he was from Eldoret. So this guy, this small boy, happened to be wakienda kuokolewa in Eldoret. When that lorry of saving people came, aliingia tu kwa gari and then akachukuliwa akaenda. So that hiyo kilori ilikuja ikamwaga watu wote Naivasha. So all the people who wenye walikuwa beba kutoka LD waliletwa in Naivasha camp. Wakishuka kwa gari kuzi walikuwa wengi hata hakuwa najua nani hapo mwenye hayuko. He realized that hakuna mtu wao kwa hiyo gari. So watu wakienda kupewa camp, wakienda kupewa tu nyumba, food, nini as a family, he was not included, because alikuwa, I think he was maybe
they only giving people who have ideas.
They were giving people who has ID, and those are the people who are wanapewa food and then wapewa watoto wao, and then clothes wapewa watoto wao. But if kama umekuja peke yako hivi kivyako, like it was really hard.
You're supposed to look for a family.
You are supposed to look for a family that will chip you in, alafu like
they will be added to them as their children.
Yes, and then when they are being given the things that utakuwa included in them, and actually you should be spending like home, unafaa kukaa kwao, unafaa kulala nao, unafaa kukula nao, like you're supposed to be in a new family, like, and act like it's your family. That's what happened to that boy.
And we were given that boy to live.
Yes, and you were given that boy to live with him. And for a while we lived with him, and actually he was a very nice boy. He was a very nice boy. Like actually up to date I still miss him.
Yeah.
He was a very nice boy. And the funniest bit is that like we how can we say it, like
we're just by default becoming a family.
Like by default we just became a family. And he was calling us like sis, bro, and then he was calling my mom like mommy, and daddy was calling him daddy. Like, he was just so nice guy, and I used to feel painful. I remember actually it was my dad who took him to school.
Yeah.
Because after a while, after we all joined school, and he's still in our house, and his family has not yet reached out. My dad has to do something. And by then, remember guys, we are still living in camp, and my dad is not working. He's only using the saved money I even don't want to remember it. And the solar in
the solar in Naivasha.
The solar in Naivasha.
The salty water.
The salty water. The dirty toilet.
In the camp. Why?
If you just come from home, like your place, like a sound place that you call your home, and then all of a sudden you just wake up the next morning and you find yourself in camps. I know you understand what I'm trying to say. Like adjusting to our new life.
It was so hard.
It was really hard. Like it was the toughest thing. But the only thing that made us to maybe adjust. Shh, mommy, take juice. The only thing that made us maybe to adjust is seeing others.
Seeing others.
Like seeing others as doing the same.
After all, that was the only option.
Like we didn't have other option.
We're not working like I'm thinking of now having my own toilet. This is the only option. This is the only toilet you should be using. This is the only bathroom. I remember that one bathroom was being used by about 100 people.
More than 100. Because
we had about 500.
Yes, in the bathroom.
Oh God. The bathroom were about 26.
And they were dirty, like so dirty. Because this place, like water is kind of limited.
Yeah.
Remember, guys, water is limited. It used to come for some few days. I think some few days, and we don't have even a place to stock water. So if you have your water, it's not water that you're going to wash people's public toilets. It's your water to spend, like to use in your house. So toilets were super dirty. Bathroom was extremely dirty. And you had to take shower because the place was so hot.
Especially coming from our region.
Coming from our place,
so
goodness.
Cold.
Like adjusting to Naivasha life. Wow.
Naivasha was a problem.
Hey, for those people who know Naivasha people, hi.
You people should be paid.
That place is super hot. And then on top of that, we are living in tent.
Yeah.
You know, living in tent is like a greenhouse. Yes, actually it's a greenhouse.
It's a greenhouse.
Like you are living in a greenhouse.
And there is sun outside.
And that greenhouse is in Naivasha.
I remember even at night, you could not even sleep.
Even at night.
Wow.
And hey, it was funny. You know, a tent. Did it have rooms? No.
No, it was one room, single.
And then umetoka kwa familia yenye unajua that is parents, that's mommy's bedroom, that's my sister's bedroom, that's my brother's bedroom, that is the bedroom ya wageni. And then umejipata kwa place like babako analala hapa, mamako hapo, and then mimi nimko hapa sababu lazima mizigo zenyu zikae inside. But it was still kind of fun.
It was kind of fun.
It was kind of fun, like just I think the part that was very fun is mingling, with others.
And now you have the trauma was no more.
Yeah, there was no that
because
fear.
You are seeing policemen all around. Yeah. Food was being brought by Red Cross.
Yeah, but thanks to government and all those people who chipped in, because we never even a single day slept hungry. Like even a single day, we were catered for. Like we had plenty even to give visitors who came to visit us. You know, because some visitors are just funny. They just come. I remember my auntie. I don't want to mention their name, but I still love them so much. My aunties and my cousins, they could come and then they were like, "Oh, you're eating a yellow ugali. A yellow ugali.
You must share with me.
Like, you must give me that flour of yellow ugali." But it was so sweet. And I don't know, do we still have that yellow ugali nowadays?
I don't know.
But it was so sweet. And I would love to have that.
I remember my cousin who was telling us that this food is supposed to be for horse.
Hey, guys. I think what we are going to do.
Yeah.
Shh, mommy. Keep quiet.
You should find time.
I think yes.
Tell them this story in bits, from when it started, from when it located from one place to another, and give them the whole lineup in faces. Because there are a lot of logistics that we are not mentioning in this story.
It's true. It's true.
So you should find time and make this story a face. Give them the whole details. Because I can remember even the first day alone. How we were celebrating, Kibaki has won, you're running all over. Then the tension, in the
Attention
village,
all of a sudden.
people started congregating into groups, small groups.
And then we just started hearing shout, and we
Shout.
could not tell if they are shouts of celebration or shout of mommy. Shh.
I remember that a village was called Farmers from our village, from our place that was very far. Is when we started seeing the fire.
There's fire.
And we started thinking, these guys are overdoing things. They are celebrating this thing. Only to realize those guys the fight has started.
Hey, but this funny. You know, we are nearly in a mood of celebration. People celebrate differently. And actually, when we saw fire and smoke, we thought and shouts. It didn't ring in our head like it's fight, like people at like
those
they
are people's houses.
Yes, at people's houses. We thought there are people.
In
like,
fact, in villages you don't have breakage of fires.
You don't have breakage.
How to break a fire? So it was like those people are celebrating
because most of the houses are made of mud.
Yeah.
So do mud house get?
Not even just being bad. The distance between one house to another.
Yeah, the distance between one house to
another.
another.
And there was no electricity.
So there is nothing that can cook. Maybe
you decide.
Maybe if you decide, like, you know,
as a family, you're burning your
I am
house.
going to burn my house. Hey, by the way, that guys, that's our story, and I think we are going to organize it, and maybe one day. If you can comment in the comment section and let us know if you want to hear like the whole story, and we will plan here with my brother and come to the share with you, but the whole story, yeah. But for now, guys, let's end our I'm going to end our video there, and we are very humbled that you have watched it to the end. And with that said, let us meet in the next video. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Keep subscribing.
Yes, keep on subscribing, sharing, and commenting.
Yeah.